Hello, I'm John, and today I'm reviewing this HO scale 48-foot depressed center flat car by ExactRail. My sample is decorated in the Pittsburgh and Lake Erie light blue scheme, and there are several other paint schemes available exclusively through trainlife.com. This model is manufactured under ExactRail's Evolution line, so it doesn't come with cut levers or air hoses. The regular retail for this model is $49.99. At the time this recording is being made, they're on sale for $39.99. There is no information given regarding the minimum radius required for this model. Cars like this have been used for transporting unusual, oversized, or extremely heavy loads on trains and have commonly been custom built for a specific load or job. Because of this, they are not as common as regular flat cars and also not as homogeneous. ExactRail goes through extraordinary effort to make this point in their product description to ensure that the end user understands these cars may not be precise matches for the prototypes they represent. The model comes packed securely in a cardboard box, cradled in a sturdy plastic form with an interior plastic cover, and finally there's a thin plastic protective sheet around the car. There's no additional documentation in the box. The paint on this model looks really good overall with very even coverage. I noticed some chipping on one edge where the deck meets the side. This is noticeable even without magnification. The writing on the car is all very clean and legible except for the smallest writing, like this triangle logo. All grabs, stirrups, and other detail parts are separately applied and look very good. The brake end has exposed brake details with a separately applied brake stand, brake wheel, air reservoir, and brake lines. As I mentioned before, there's no cut lever, nor is there an air hose. The A end has no additional details. Both ends have narrow draft boxes with shank wedges and striker casting, as well as full nut and bolt detail. In the draft boxes are body-mounted Kadee No. 5 couplers. Both couplers appear low when compared against the Kadee height gauge. The GSI-style perforated deck is very clean and well done. The bottom of the model has very little detail, which is consistent with depressed center flat cars. That's why all the brake detail is exposed on the top, on the B end. The model rides on ASF 100-ton ride control trucks with CNC machined metal wheels. All the wheels are engaged and the car is very free-rolling. It measures just over 6.5 inches and weighs 2.7 ounces. I entered 6.6 inches into my Easy Weight Calculator app, and it said a car of this length should weigh about 4.3 ounces according to the NMRA recommended practices, so I'll definitely need to add a load to it. This is a pretty cool looking model that rolls very well. I have to take a spike off for the low couplers, and I'm also going to take one spike off for the chipped paint. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. My final verdict is a qualified 8 out of 10 spikes. Alright, so let's talk about my take on the value. I think this is a very nice model, and I really appreciate how thorough ExactRail is about being upfront when it comes to the prototype-specific detail that may or may not be present. I think that for $50, or even for the sale price of $40, that the model should come with cut levers and air hoses. I didn't take a spike for this because I know that other companies' depressed center flat cars don't come with these details either. I just feel like anything over $40 should have that level of detail. We're not talking about a cheap model here. I want to talk about the spike I took off for the chipped paint. I don't really care personally as the end user of this model about the chipped paint because I know when I add a load and weather the model, the chipping won't be particularly evident. That being said, however, I do think that the model should not come out of the box in that condition. That's why I was compelled to take a spike off just as an objective shortcoming. So in the final analysis, I think the model looks better and has finer details than comparably priced alternatives that I could find out there. And if you get it on sale for $39.99, that makes it quite a bit better than the comparable alternatives. So I don't think it's an incredible steal or an irresistible bargain necessarily, but it is a very solid choice that will perform well on any layout. What I'd like to see is for ExactRail to make a similar model that has 3-axle trucks for those really heavy loads. That would be cool. Please subscribe for more content like this, and let me know if you like the video by hitting the thumbs up button and commenting below. If you find this kind of content particularly helpful or entertaining, please share it with your friends too. Thanks for watching, and make it a great day.